Here with head coach Tom Griffin, I'm Michael Watchring here on seeandeagles.com. The Eagles will take on Lincoln Memorial in a 3-game series this weekend. And coach, first and foremost, you've lost 3 of 4 ball games, and I think more so than any other sport, whereas in basketball 3 of 4, it's, oh man, what do we need to do right? In baseball, it's kind of, you just might have hit a lull in the season. What do you do here to get ready for this weekend?
I think the practices, the tempo, and the energy level you bring to practice, Monday and Tuesday were outstanding. Obviously Wednesday we didn't play as well mentally. We have to work on a couple things, but we talked about energy and enthusiasm, playing with confidence, and we did that. That's all we can do. We can't control the win and losses, but how we conduct ourselves. And I think Wednesday we did that in our game, no question about it. We have not played our best baseball. So that's encouraging as a coach on one way, is it's going to happen. The other disappointing thing is, when are we going to put it all together? When, offensively, pitching and defense, can we put that all together on a weekend? We had a good series with Brevard, Anderson, and Tusculum. We had days of slip-ups. We've got to find that consistency. I know we're capable of doing it. I know our practices have been crisp. They've been sharp. They've been energized. That's all we can ask for going into the game. Then it's up to the players, once they get between the line, to play with enthusiasm, play with the habits they know and they've been taught, and hopefully things will work out for you.
How do you handle things in conference play when you have a midweek game, sometimes 2 in the middle of the week, that they kind of balance out the conference schedule? How do you make sure that they understand that the conference is really kind of the big part of the schedule?
Well, I think you're right. It tends to hold more water, but we really want us to think about every game, even our practices, to be like, hey, it's the next pitch, and it's important, whether it's taking a ground ball, hitting in the cage. We need that type of focus where every pitch is an important one. Once it's over, get ready for the next one, whether it's conference, midweek game, or whether it's practice. That's the mindset we got to have, so we're not up and down. We're not high one day, down the net. We want to stay even keel, and we want that keel to be a little bit more on the positive sides of the energy enthusiasm.
Bring in Lincoln Memorial this week, and of course you had that series in the SAC tournament last year where they got hot, made the NCAA tournament. What is it about them that made them so good this year, and what do you expect from them this year?
Same thing. I think Coach Sixai does a tremendous job having them prepared. They play with energy and confidence. Last year I thought they were a very scrappy team. I think they scrapped for a lot of stuff and got hot and carried it on. But they had some good leaders on that team, and obviously I think the couple of seniors they got right now who've been through that continues. And so pitching staff weekends have done very well. We know what they have offensively. Some of their guys are very dangerous. Jeff's got them prepared. We respect LMU a great deal. It's very similar to Tusculum as far as we like competing against them because it's a good battle. I think it's a battle where each team respects each other. That's a big part of that. We had it with Brevard, Tusculum, and I think again here with LMU it's the same case.
Dustin Dunigan, we spoke a little bit about him last week, but in terms of a starting pitcher, a guy that maybe you can rely on as the senior, the lone senior weekend starter, what is it about him in the start of this season that has made him successful so far?
Well, I think there's a lot of things we've talked to him about with this, and consistency, making sure that every day you're doing the things you're supposed to do. That leads to consistency with pitching. I still think Dustin has done a good job. I think Dustin understands that there's more there that he can do to continue his success, but you can't rest on one outing. That's over with. Now it's this next outing. I think Quentin Yoakum, who will start Friday, again is another guy, a high-quality guy, but consistency. And then it goes with our offense. We've got to do a better job, I think, offensively, of putting pressure on teams right from the beginning. Our pitching and defense has has had to keep us in it. We need our offense to come through, I think, and put pressure on teams a little bit better this weekend.
Best of luck this weekend, Coach.
Thank you for your time, Michael. Thank you.
For head coach Tom Griffin, I'm Michael Watchring. We'll have all 3 games in high definition this weekend starting at 1:50 p.m. on Friday. Thank you for watching. SeeAndEagles.com.